shall we stand gloriously naked?
Stand gloriously naked. That sounds awesome. When you put it like that, it seems strangely comforting. Yeah, that's my thought.
How do you do that? Always making sense when I least want you to.
Makes sense because my dice roll game is top tier. That's why.
Messed up. At least you won't live to regret it.
A little help, please.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Hello YouTube, this is Ray and welcome back to another episode of Baldur's Gate 3. I'm so excited to continue this game. It's actually been a minute in real time since I had some life stuff happening, but I'm back to continue this game. I'm excited to see where it goes. I want to shout out everybody who's been checking out my performance video for Baldur's Gate 3 on the Mac. I'm actually going to play this episode on the Mac just to see how it performs as I progress through the story, but there is a good chance that I might transition either back to the PS5 or GeForce Now, which actually might be the best solution to play this game. So shout out to everybody who checked out that video. If you haven't checked it out and you don't have a PC, just happen to be in a scenario where you have a Mac and a PS5, check out that video. It's really good. It tells you which way is the best way to play Baldur's Gate 3. Now, if I remember the last episode, we saved Halsin inadvertently, and we also had to kill the hack. And in this episode, I think I want to make sure we clear up the goblin camp. That's the way to Moonrise Tower, but something tells me that's actually the beginning of Act 2. And there's still a few quests listed out for me. I think I want to also make sure I do the Githyanki Spotted and see what's that about, and I think that's pretty much it for Act 1, it seems like, unless I run into something randomly. But anyway, let's not make this intro any longer than it needs to be. Once again, shout out to everybody on YouTube, following, watching, subscribing, do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, follow. Really appreciate all the support that I'm actually getting, and let's get to the game. A few notes on how I'm playing this. First off, I mentioned that I will be playing on the Mac, at least for this episode, unless I see that the performance does not play out very well. But I'm gonna walk through just really quickly what my settings are. As you can see from my top right, I'm going to keep the metal HUD up just to make sure that I can actually see the frames per second and how it performs throughout this game. And if it gets to a point where it gets critically low, then I have to either readjust my settings or just go for a simpler solution, which would be playing on the PS5 again, or going back to GeForce Now and fixing the audio issue that I had before. Through my testing, I did realize that GeForce Now is probably the best way to play this game if you want the best quality and the best performance, but that's really dependent on having a good connection. So as for settings, I have the following. I had set it up to 1890p. Basically, that's just below 4K. I think that's close to 3K. I didn't do the math on that, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to 3K. The max resolution on PlayStation is 1440p. The goal in transitioning was to get better resolution, and that's what I'm achieving here. But I also capped my frame rate as well to 30 frames per second just to match quality mode on the PlayStation 5. All of the other settings you can see I have if you just want to slow it down and stop. But these are basically my settings. By far, the most important ones are having the FSR to quality mode. Obviously, the frame rate cap is just to make sure that there's no frame spikes, so you see weird glitches all over the place. Setting the shadow quality down a notch also helps increase the frames, because shadow quality is actually one of the biggest proponents, at least for the quality settings, that changes your frames. The same can also be said for model quality, but I am not going to change my model quality because I do want the highest model quality. And this is what the game looks like. I think it looks way better in my opinion. I think there are a few things that are kind of glitchy or noticeable, like the ground having these weird render streaks. That is one thing that I've seen just here at the camp. I'll see if this plays out throughout the game, but hopefully it's just relegated to the camp. The other big thing that is an improvement is the actual color. For some reason, there's extra saturation on the PlayStation 5 version. I'm not sure why, but the colors look way better on the Mac and on GeForce Now, basically, than PlayStation 5. I don't know if there's some color settings that I do have to adjust, but that's just what I've noticed. Anyway, let's get to this game. It's actually been so long, I don't even remember where I left off. I believe I just had a dream sequence with the visitor again, so let's talk to everybody and see what they say.
I had another dream, which I suppose means you did as well. Whoever's reaching out to us truly does seem opposed to the absolute, but wants us to embrace the tadpole. Venture right into the heart of the cult. Perhaps we truly have a secret protector, or we're walking into a trap.
Oh, we have so much to talk about with her. These illithid powers we are developing, what do you make of them?
On one hand, they seem useful, but on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Let's run this persuasion. The odds are stacked against us. Can we truly afford to ignore a potential advantage? I'm trying to remember what odds are actually stacked against us. Besides ceramorphosis, however you pronounce it, I don't really recall us having too much of an issue. I'm actually gonna go with, some might say excessive caution is a risk in of itself.
And some might say eels and turnips boiled in milk is a delicacy. But some are fools. I'll make my own mind up.
Okay, I think I've totally blocked her from using Lilith's powers, and that's fine, because we're probably gonna have limited tadpoles. Why were you in pain before?
The wound on my hand, it never quite heals.
Interesting.
And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow.
It's my burden, though, from Lady Shar. Why would Shar subject you to such a thing?
I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons.
So you knew more than you were letting on before. Hope you'll be more honest in future. Why does it say in future instead of in the future? Whatever.
I'll try my best, but secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor.
It's not wrong. What causes it to hurt you?
It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me, but perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure.
Is there anything I can do to help with it?
I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning.
You know what I realized? There's actually a lot of cultish vibes in this game. So we had the dude that was beating my ass and in love with pain. Then we have Lady Shar, who's secrecy queen. Then we have Mistra, who I don't even know what she's about yet. And then Wyll has a demon on him. Very interesting stuff, man. I want to talk about your Shar worship.
I'm sure you do, but please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely.
Why can't you talk about it freely? There's 2 persuasion checks here. I don't care about none of these gods, honestly. I have no problem with Shar worshippers, if that's what concerns you. This is an easy roll. I feel like this is the first time I didn't get a critical 0 as my first roll. Oh, that reminds me, somebody mentioned turning off karmic dice. I need to do that.
Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this.
Oh boy.
I am indeed a disciple of Shah.
I already got that.
Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss.
Sounds cool.
I assume you've heard of her.
Not at all. She doesn't sound very appealing. Nah, she actually does. Remind me. I know nothing.
My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss.
You just said that. Please continue.
Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals.
Stand gloriously naked. That sounds awesome. When you put it like that, it seems strangely comforting. Yeah, that's my thought.
There's comfort, yes, but often there has to be pain beforehand.
See,
We tear down the lies the world is drunk on, the institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths.
how do you know you're not following a false idol as well? Well, I guess we'll find out eventually. I'd be lying if I said it didn't sound convincing. You should tell me more sometime.
You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You've a habit of saying all the right things. Either you're very glib or we're kindred spirits. Maybe both, knowing
Maybe
myself.
both. Yep.
But yes, once we've saved ourselves, we can talk more on this.
Cool. Number 2 seems like the question that's always there. Let me just ask number 1. I want to get to know you more, Shadowheart. I
You
do.
already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask?
Tell me something about yourself besides Shar. Besides tadpoles.
What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant?
Sure. Yeah. You've flown between the planes of existence, but you've never been swimming. If it means anything, I don't know how to swim either, so...
It's nothing to laugh at. Save your questions if that's how you're going to react. No, I can't. I mean, I literally can't. There's certain things I can't remember right now. Shah's secrets must be preserved above all else. All who worship her know this. I have had certain memories suppressed.
Oh.
Voluntarily, so that I can serve Shah without compromising her. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored.
That is extreme. Oh yeah, look at that. That seems extreme.
Of course, it is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Why she always got like this mean mug on her face? I need you to smile a little bit. I want to talk about all that's happened to us. We already went through this.
What's on your mind?
What do you think about what happened in the Druid Grove?
I suppose some would commend our actions. Goblins would have razed that whole place to nothing if it weren't for us. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with.
Do we? I will say I'm at an interesting impasse. If we're going to be using these tadpoles, what is the problem in this game now? I guess it's still taking over our brains. Alright. How am I holding up in your estimation?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did, and never will again.
I mean, look, Shadowheart, you were my backup plan for romance, and it seems like you're gonna have to be the main now. Very interesting. Okay. Let's go down the line. Oh yeah, we do have Karlach. That's an option as well.
Another visit from the Golden Paladin. It said we'll get the answers we need about the tadpole if we infiltrate the cult.
So that little stutter. What's going on, Macbook? Then let's do just that.
Indeed.
So about our tadpole powers.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
It is your choice, but I think the tadpoles make me stronger.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other.
That's true.
We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
3 persuasion rolls, and they all say roll none. Is that a bug? We might be facing a cult more powerful than we know. We need all the help we can get. Do we? Think it through, Karlach. There's a lot to be gained here. Yikes. Oh, that should be enough.
How do you do that? Always making sense when I least
With a
want
dice
to.
roll. Hey.
Fine. I'll keep an open mind, all right? Now, are we done here?
Makes sense because my dice roll game is top tier. That's why. Starion. So I've been thinking about this character for a little while now. I feel like I'm losing out by not bringing him. Granted, he's not useful to me in his current state as a rogue, because that's my role. I was thinking maybe I should re-roll him into something else, but I don't know what. So if you guys have an idea of what I should re-roll Astarion into, let me know.
I had another visit from that dream figure?
We all did.
I take it you did too. It claims that if we infiltrate the heart of the cult that's giving out these parasites, we'll find the answers we're looking for. It gave me another gift, too. Just like it did the first time it appeared. Rather generous, if you ask me.
You're a charlatan rogue like me, and you probably think like me, so I'm gonna say I don't like it. This whole thing feels like a trap.
On the one hand, you're right. On the other, did you actually want something? Or are you just here to spoil my fun?
What is happening? I didn't even press anything. Don't be so wet behind the ears. What do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people.
So I haven't really left camp yet, and the bugs are really starting to show, which is actually very concerning.
Another dream. Another order from that dubious visitor. It announced that we will find the answers we seek in the absolute cultist's lair, and offered another generous gift. A persuasive creature. It tempts us with power, expresses its admiration, its adoration. Avert your eyes whenever it appears, and do not avail yourself of this new power, no matter how alluring. You've no idea what damage it could do to us, how far into illithid madness it could drag us.
I can't say number 3, like I already did. I already took like 3 or 4 of these powers. I think the dream figure was right. Follow the cultists and we'll find the source of our tadpoles. She's not gonna like that, but it doesn't matter.
Yes, the one truth that fell out of its cankered lips. There will come a battle, but it will be one with swords, not mind games born of brainworms.
These dreams linger in my memory. Do you think that strange figure will come back?
It is a certainty. I had assumed our parasites served a Geich elder, but I believe they serve a greater master still.
Greater master, who or what could that be? It's a good question.
A question that burns in my belly day and night. Elders and collectives abide by their own tenets. It would require a powerful creed to unite them. And now this voice, this creed, finds our own ears. If it reaches this plane, it may reach others.
Good to know. Okay, Halson.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Oh, you got a lot of information too. Good to know. I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close, closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
I'm so glad I have the captions on because it's randomly skipping and it's really weird. The shadow curse you speak of, surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little, but I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Aradin was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there.
Am I tripping? Did the voice just change? Why do you want to go to Moonrise Towers?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
It does seem like you feel responsible for this shadow curse. What did you do, bro?
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop, I must reach its source.
Do you know how the shadow curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Is that why you went with Aradin? You thought he might find this route to Moonrise?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Then perhaps I could have done something.
That makes
about
sense.
Both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness,
I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
And notice the instability in the GPU anytime we get close to faces. I find that interesting. And I do see little tears near his eyebrow, right under it. So that's interesting. Unfortunately, even though like this is running perfectly fine on my Mac, it does feel a bit unstable. And this is only camp. So I'm genuinely like concerned about this game playing out in the later stages. Let's continue. How are you faring out here at the camp?
Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, but I can find all the wisdom they contain out here firsthand.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything I can do to make you less comfortable, let me know.
I'm sure something will come to me, given time.
They really want me to say this. Hope I didn't come over too strong. Got caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
Well, I'm glad I didn't leave a bad impression then. I honestly don't even remember what I did.
A bad impression? Impossible.
I honestly don't remember. But it's good that we're having all of this composition now because I do not remember where I left off fully because it's been almost 2 weeks in real time since I've actually played. So all of this talk is like a nice refresher.
I had another dream last night. The visitor came to me and ordered me to penetrate the heart of the very cult that's spreading the infection. It gave me a tadpole gift too, just like it did the first time it appeared. I suppose it hoped this would help. At first, I thought we should avoid these gifts no matter what advantage we gain. And yet, I can't help recall the words of my father. The best plan is the one that works. These powers could be enough to edge us towards victory.
I'm actually surprised and how gung-ho Wyll has been. But then again, he was gung-ho to make a deal with the devil, so that actually shouldn't surprise me. We need these powers to infiltrate the cult. This is the plan that works.
Very well. If it's mind games these parasites wish to play, we'll play. And we'll win.
Okay. Very gung-ho. Okay, Gale.
I've been dreaming of our enigmatic visitor again.
So,
She told
as
me
all of
your
us.
purpose was to take on this cult of the Absolute, to infiltrate its ranks and bring it down from the inside. She even offered me greater powers, the result of some manipulation of the tadpole's psionic abilities. Given the magnitude of what we're up against, I see no harm in considering the benefit this offer might afford us. Could be the only way to reach this source in one piece.
That remains to be seen. I still don't trust the Dream Visitor's intentions, because something just feels off. But it is the best plan we have right now.
I suppose you're right. We still see only a part of the picture. However much our visitor claims to show the full vista of options at our disposal. Can't deny my curiosity. But, as you say, no harm in delaying it, for now at least.
I never realized it was so easy to cast magic. I feel like this is the romance option. Well, let me continue to deny him, because you're not my type, my friend.
I assure you it's not. Don't get me wrong, you did well. Somatic component, the verbal component, even the focus on the inner self that invites Mistra in. But I was still your conduit. To perform such a feat alone requires much and arduous study.
Gotcha.
Yet it is life's most worthy pursuit in my impartial, if not humble opinion.
I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story. Damn, I don't remember this either.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. Child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. Floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
I'll tell you one thing. Nothing good ever comes from mortals wanting to be gods.
Loving them has its side effects as well. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, to prove my love for her.
Interesting.
I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History. Repetition's the way things go.
Side note, I'm also looking at the side. I'm looking at the metal HUD, and the GPU really responds to facial expressions and the up closeness. I do find that interesting. So there's something there that's causing a bit of a bottleneck. Anyway, let's continue. If you feel the Netherese magic overtaking you, what will you do?
If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Good to know, Gale. You'll off yourself if need be. Wow, I think that's everybody. I already know what Volo's gonna say. Not much. Okay, so we went through everybody. Finally. Cool. So one thing I haven't figured out is if you can see the map outside of where you're at. Doesn't seem like you can. Oh, it shows you the secret icon right there. Didn't even know this. So I have two options here. If I remember correctly, the crush is north of the Blighted Village, and the Goblin Camp is where we go to Moonrise Towers from the Underdark. I'm almost certain if I click this Goblin Camp, I'm going right into a battle. But let's go to the Blighted Village and do the crush thing first. Right, so this goes to the Underdark. Cool. What does this mean again? Point of interest. And the crush is northwest. What is this here? Wait, travel through the mountain pass. That is also the high road to, right? That's the high road to Moonrise Towers. That's super, yeah, that's the way you don't want to go. This is the way you want to go for Moonrise Tower, but I want to do this crush thing first, so let's do that. What is up here? What is some
Smoke. Something's burning.
What is happening?
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear.
What the hell's happened here?
A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
Alright.
Guardhelm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Let me just do a quick save here because something's happening. Alright.
Grand Duke Ravenguard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push!
Who? Grand Duke Ravenguard?
Yes! The hero of Baldur's Gate. He could be trapped. Help us get through!
Sure. Yikes. Alright, there we go. Just made it, jeez. Okay, my G.
Inside, hurry! We don't have much time. Stay where you are! Don't have much time! Lie down!
Yo, what is happening? Oh, wait, the floor is turning to fire. What is happening here? Blinded.
The heat coming off that door. Opening it could spell trouble.
God damn it, Gale. Ain't nobody tell you to go this way. Yo, did I just... Oh, I went. That is crazy. Let's try to shift the beam. Jeez. Damn, dude, you might be done. Ugh, you might be done, Zoe. Oh no. Woo! Alright.
I think that's it. Thank you. Now, how the hell do we get out of here? Right. I'll try to keep up.
Oh, what door? Oh, this door. Oh, did I need to go that way? Yikes.
Let me work my magic.
Can I get out of turn-based mode?
Everyone, Mary. Oh, Mary, no.
Wait, why are you not moving?
Mary. No, gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
How did you two get separated?
I was in our room. We had a fight.
Damn.
If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
This isn't on you. There's no way you could have known.
I'm sorry, Mary. I'm so sorry. Please, just go. I need a moment with her.
Did I screw my way over here? Let me see something.
Charmed, I'm
Who has water spell? No, I think you have create water. Sweet. I wonder if this will work.
no desire.
Let's see something. And you have ice, don't you? Where's this door at? Cannot see this door. Alright.
No one stopped me yet.
Let's go to my guy and then let's run out of turn-based mode and run. Run for our lives. Run for our lives. You guys waiting for something?
Not now.
I keep forgetting.
What am I to do?
I could just burn it. Word. Okay.
Come, I'm afraid proper thanks must wait. Fresh air at last. Your boldness is a blessing. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Eva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty call. Drow have taken Grand Duke Ravenguard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please,
Go right ahead.
rescue Ravenguard from his drow captors. Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through.
Who is this Duke Ravenguard?
The invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city's collapse is certain. I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him.
The Absolute Cult is based at Moonrise Tower. That's where they'll have taken the Duke.
Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target.
Yo, her clothes is fire. I love that dress. That dress is fire. I'll head west and find the Duke.
Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
Ooh. As much as I want to get something for myself, I think I'm going to get the Spell Sparkler.
That should more than suffice.
Let's see now. So there's a little bit of a pathway here, a little bit of a pathway here. But in order to get there, I'll need you to do more water magic. Does upcasting it make it bigger? Oh, it does. Very nice.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could
Yo,
have.
that came back so fast. What? Okay, so that tells me turn-based mode. Cool. Okay, now we can run through as fast as we possibly can. Really? What is there? Did I miss something? What is on the floor? Oh, duh, the ice that I just put down. Oh, crap. I didn't even think of that. Then I just have to risk it for the biscuit. I don't know who can get through. Man, here.
They're ready.
Can get through easily. And everybody is out of turns. Alright, let's see if everybody can rush through. Hurry up, hurry, 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 hurry. You wanna get up? Come on, perception checkers.
That's curious.
There we go.
I'm way too big.
Burrow hole. Damn, I need somebody small. I mean, while we're here, let me save real quick. I do need to check something. I'm very curious. What if... Okay, first off, let me split from the group for now. What if I disguise myself as somebody that's already small?
I'm way too big.
Okay, so that needs to be even smaller than that. Okay, so let's break that. So there must be a spell to shrink yourself somewhere. I have not seen it, never even heard of it, but it must exist. Trying to think if there's anything else that's actually small. Oh well, it's something I haven't figured out yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. Oh, is this fire back? Jesus Christ. Now we're gonna go turn-based. Electrified steam. What?
Onward then.
Elminster's not around, so might as well. On my way.
Blackets will be done.
Well, I guess this is better than being fully burnt. Out of turn-based mode we go. There's gotta be a more effective way to do this, but it is what it is. Do we have bottles of water? That's a good question. Do have bottles of water. Okay, good to know. Let's turn-based mode this again. Gotta take the bottles of water out of my bag. Is that even gonna be enough? It's not even gonna be enough. Damn, I gotta use another spell slot again. That's unfortunate.
I'll go this way.
Yeah.
They'll breathe despite everything. Very well.
And then turn off turn base. Everybody hurry up, 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 hurry up. Of course Gale stayed behind. Why not? Golly, Gale. Oh, look at that. I could have actually jumped it the whole time.
Time to get going.
I've taken more damage environmentally than actually in battle. I think that's funny. So there's a few things this way. Let's see if there's anything here. No. Why is there a survival failed? Come on.
Something over there.
There we go. Thank you, Gale. Ah, more water. Look at that. Are DED dead?
Monsters everywhere. Kill.
I do find it hilarious that so many of these animals have, like, conversations. I'm so glad I have speak with animals. Oh.
No, you're not one of them at all. I was ready to run you through. My mistake, friend.
I'm gonna assume he did kill the goblin. I don't think I need to ask him that. Did you know the dead ox outside?
Him? He was the biggest. Now I'm the biggest.
What happened here?
An attack. Monsters. Little ones and taller ones. They took the shiny one. He killed many.
The shiny one. Did you kill the goblin in the stable, I guess?
Yes. It was screaming, waving around its metal. I made him stop screaming.
Good for you, my friend. Telling me to move objects right in front of this door, huh?
Someone's moving around in there.
Someone is moving around, huh? Okay. Let's do this move thing. That's actually pretty cool. You could stack if you really wanted to. That's awesome. Who's looking at me? Oh.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Oh, wait up, my friend. Hold your horses.
He freezes, waiting on your next word.
You would probably kill us both. There is literal fire bombs in here. Chill out. Either one will do.
Say I'd rather not fight then. What's your business down here?
Profit?
One of our own, eh? All right, down you go. Entrance is hidden behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
What did I just get myself into? Oh, excuse me. You wanna have a quick convo first? What is this place?
Said you could pass, didn't I?
Okay, no conversations. Let's do a quick save before we get ourselves into some mess. Where the hell are we? Oh, is this the wardrobe he was talking about?
Right tool will do the trick.
That should be fine.
Look at that.
Hidden stairs. Ooh, a waypoint. What is this waypoint called? Let's travel. Yep, it's hideout. Cool. Ooh, an autosave. What am I getting myself into?
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean.
Slip back into the shadow. Little serpent, long shadow. Oh, are these... Is this the hideout where I accidentally attacked them? This must be.
That just tells me you know our codes, not why you're here. I won't ask again.
I just want to trade, man.
Trade with what? Your life was ours the moment you walked in here. But maybe I'll let you buy it back. I have a job needs doing. Disarm the traps. Come down.
You've disarmed the traps. Yikes. Oh, crap. Wow. So they really did disarm it, because I would have been wrecked. Yeah, they would have had me. Wow, a lot of perception check fails.
You steal anything, you're dead.
I believe y'all.
Well, don't you cut a fine figure? Want your portrait done?
Sure.
If you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness.
You do have a pet. You have a pet artist.
Let's say we're his patrons. Yeah? Found him wandering the wilds alone. He needs protection. And if his paintings cover our costs, so much the better, eh?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a portrait.
You've got an eye for quality. Every noble in Baldur's Gate will be after one of these. Tell him I sent you. And if he stains it up with his sniffling, there'll be hell to pay.
Is that your sole purpose?
Something I can help you with?
I'm here to buy your prisoner. Whoa, hold on. What? Let me trade with you first. Before I figure it out. Buy your prisoner. You guys are insane.
Not many can talk their way into a Zhentarim outpost. I could use someone with your skills. Interested in a job?
That depends. What is it?
Some of our people are missing. More importantly, so is their cargo. Find them. Keep them alive if you can. Failing that, just bring that shipment back, unopened.
I'm pretty sure I already took everything from that thing. I don't need to ask questions. Alright, I'll do it.
Backtrack along the road to the east and look for a wagon. Bodies, the usual. Time was. No one dared touch a caravan bearing our colours. Find whoever did this and remind them why.
Dog, didn't we already make a plan to... I'm pretty sure we already made a plan saying they lost the cargo. Wait, what's back here? These things are disarmed, right? Sheesh. Bruh, no! Who are you people? There's chests in here. Did I accidentally start a war? Jesus Christ. Let me just look around. What if I... Wait, are you two different factions here? Where are you again? Wait, where are you? Oh, do they disappear for battle? That's weird. I'm actually gonna run. Just temporarily. I feel like I'm missing something here. Damn, I cannot run.
Messed up. At least you won't live to regret it.
A little help, please.
Can't have me. Not yet.
Bro, what just happened? Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Hold on. Hold on, this is so bad. I'm already on fire.
Flank.
Got to press on.
Very tougher than you. Come on.
Bro, what just happened to me? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Well, at least we know these proximity things. I can hit them. Yeah, you're outside our normal range, but... You son of a bitch. Which one did I hit? This one? Did I miss? Did I just miss? I did. Oh my gosh.
Time to press ahead.
Damn, you got a lot of movement. Jeez. Get you down here. Oh, he's just out of range. You kidding me? Okay. Gale, let's... You do this proximity crap? Yo, nah? So it's a nah? It's a negative? Oh man, this is so bad. Oh, I played this so wrong.
Let's end this.
I'm surprised the wolves are not going around. Can I not reach this dude from here? Is this not an advantage? Alright, whatever.
Alright, time to skulk about.
Also forgot to do Hunter's Mark. Alright.
Have to keep going.
So how are they gonna get to me? Can they even get to me?
On my way.
Oh, whoops. Choose a destination. Oh, that's cool.
Take you.
Not fall before my time.
Swords meet sorcery.
Alright. Oh, they figured it out. Oh no. Really? Okay, okay. Do you have a grease bottle? Pretty sure you do. Actually, let me move a little bit.
What path lies before me?
Then... Oops.
That should work.
Then advantage. Weird that I don't have that ability right now. Let's shoot. Once again, I forgot to do... Is my Hunter's Mark not available? You still have 2 and 2. That's pretty good. Move up a little bit. Probably do. 6 to 36. Okay, let's move you back. Okay. Now she's in an interesting scenario. How do I attack with her? Oh wait, still believe I have...
No time to waste.
Still have arrows outside of normal range. Better than nothing. One less thing to worry about. You want to move back a little bit? There you go. What do you have? 23? Alright, I'll use the last one. Okay.
Make way.
You have any interesting spells? Bone Chill, Alchemist Fire, Scroll of Web. Ooh. Web on Fire. Was that not a thing? Oh yeah, it did make more fire. Cool, cool. Very cool.
Another fight. Let's go.
And then for you, this should end you. And 1 is the loneliest number. Man, that turned into something I didn't expect. Sheesh. No short rests. That means it's back to camp I go. Oh, Will's got something to say. Interesting. Anybody else? Man, we almost got absolutely wrecked.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Waukeen's Rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravenguard's abduction.
Hells. Older Ravenguard's been taken.
You must know the man, judging by the concern in your voice.
I know him better than most. He's my father.
Oh, God.
I know I haven't said our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him.
All my time in Baldur's Gate, I didn't even know Ravenguard had children. I didn't even know about them, so sure.
Just the one, yours truly. My father and I were close once upon a time, until he disowned me and cast me out of Baldur's Gate. I can't tell you more. The pact forbids it. My lips are quite literally sealed. He made me an exile. That said, I'm not about to let him suffer at the hands of his captors.
What do you think they want with your father?
I've been asking myself the same question. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the draft? Even the houses of Menzo Baranzan would have little use for my father. No, this is no drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast.
Yeah, dude, you gotta stop. Well, I'm about to say, he needs to stop with the secrets, but this one I kind of understand.
I know, and you're right. My story is one of two men. The Blade of Frontiers. A man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And Wyll Ravenguard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the Blade, not the shadow he left behind. I'm all for it.
What was it like being the son of a Grand Duke?
Not so enchanting as you'd think. The Portiers, the Caldwells, they were the blue bloods hosting the fancy balls and drinking from gold goblet. Father's the son of a blacksmith, born with barely a coin in the coffers. He made a name for himself among the Flaming Fist. Brave as Baldurin, stubborn as a deep Rothair, daring, outspoken, but hardly posh. I spent more time dueling with father than I did rubbing elbows with lords. Not to say I didn't develop a taste for good wine and the talent for courtly dance.
Good wine. I'll toast to that.
Hear, hear. Though, truth be told, I'd sooner down a week-old hooch at a ramshackle inn. Better company, and a better buzz.
Okay, good to know. I'm gonna assume nobody else really has anything else to say. Also, let me check something really quick.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Interesting. So the GPU doesn't crap out. Well, it craps out when you speak to people, but in certain environments. So I'm assuming that it's trying to do some reflective drawing. Something's happening in the render at the other camp. I'm assuming it has to do with the lighting. Anybody got anything to say? I don't think so. We didn't really do too much, but doesn't hurt to double check. Oh, is this the magic mirror update? Very cool. Okay. Scratch, what do you got to say?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What do you got there?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Oh, that's cool. So he just gets you random things throughout his time. That's nice. Good old boy. Thanks for thinking of me. Actually, what's with the runes on his collar? That's the first time I've seen it. Anybody else has anything to say? Let us exit for now. Oh, you have something to say, Shadowheart.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important.
Well, continue.
I can never take for granted how someone might react when they learn I worship Lady Shah. Easier to just keep it a secret than take the risk. But you showed you had an open mind. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember.
Nice.
As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed. It was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior, head of Lady Shah's enclave in Baldur's Gate. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything. And I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
That kind of reminds me of Lizelle, at least from the brief story she's told, or got from the tadpole thing. I don't understand why be so secret about such ambition.
Dark justiciars are hated by many.
I figured as
Judged
much.
to be ruthless fanatics. Even the few who would accept a follower of Lady Shah would likely balk at a justiciar in their midst. But there's a simpler answer to your question. I simply forgot about the desire I had until I saw some things that reminded me. Now, I can't get it out of my mind.
You think she'll ever relent and make you a dark justiciar?
I don't know. Perhaps if I succeed in my mission and reach Baldur's Gate, hope has little place amongst Lady Shah's children. It's an illusion, a distraction. For this, I hope my time will yet come.
Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you. Okay. Now, there's a ladder here. Gotcha. Okay, well, thank you for the key. There's a button here.
That might be worth a look.
There's something glowing. Another burrow hole. Huh. I'm not sure if that button is for opening the gates, so
I wonder what's past this.
Let's just try to lock pick it. There you go.
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Alright. I gotta split you guys up. I know the deal. Disarm. That still might have enough. Yep. Wow. Oh, right. Karmic dice. Gameplay. Avoid failure streaks while keeping the results mostly random. Mostly random. Yeah, I'll turn it off. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Hold on. Take that. Ooh. Hey, another Infernal Iron. Perfect. Ooh, a 20. Wow. we're good. Oh. Yeah, I can come over here. Oh, Abyss Beckoners. That's interesting. Who is this supposed to? Well, they did say these might be worth something. I probably should just leave this area. Like, I don't think I did myself any justice by fighting those people. With that, let me save. AC is 17 base. Oh, okay. Okay, so you open a pathway for... What is this? I'll speak to that guy. Where are you? You are up here. Didn't you say something about a dowry?
It's for a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left.
Is that all I came for? I think we're done here. Okay. You're still here, all alone?
I promise my shield and my sword, Vigilant One. Let them be my courage.
Oh, there was a waypoint right here. Sweet.
A dragon rider. My kin are near.
It's huge.
Bro. My boy got scared.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
My boy got scared? That's crazy. What are you doing, ma'am?
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham.
Who are you exactly?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to get to Baldur's Gate in one piece. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way.
Seems like you have good survival instincts, yeah?
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone.
Alright, do you? I'ma do me.
That's it. I'm getting out of here.
Sure. What are we looking at, though?
Drop your weapons! I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
Oh, is this a crest location?
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Aw, Dracarys, bitches.
Stop wasting time, Beretta. You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
And we'll just pat the dragon on the head, I suppose.
The dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
Oh, she totally is dipping. What? Oh, you want to hold on, fam?
Kithrak, we must speak.
Child of Larian, be still and listen.
Hear me, knight. I must.
Do you not honor the command of a Kithrak, young one? It is not your time to speak.
Interesting. Finally, we get to talk to them. But I'm actually going to stop right here, at least for now. Of course, Baldur's Gate, you get sidetracked so fast. But I'm excited to continue this journey and look forward to it. So make sure to follow, subscribe, do all the fancy things that you need to do on social media to keep up with me. And I'll see you in the next episode. Peace. Yeah.